Just your general thoughts on the game?
You know, it was one of those games. It wasn't pretty, but you know, again, a road game that we won by double digits. I thought obviously the second half we played really good. I just felt we went through about an 8-minute stretch. You know, midway through the first half and towards the end of the first half, we just didn't play very good. Our shots weren't falling, and you know, but again, I think that with the amount of road games that we've had, I mean, I thought we looked a little tired tonight for the first time maybe all year. We weren't reacting to loose balls like we've have been, and we looked tonight again as kind of the first time that I thought we looked a little worn out.
What do you think that was, just because of a lot of the road games and a pretty quick turnaround?
I think just a lot of, you know, the travel and stuff, it looked like it kind of caught up to us. I thought Irvine played really hard, very physical team, and you know, again, I think it's, you know, it's a game last year that we would have struggled a lot more than we did this year. I think that, you know, again, it wasn't the prettiest offensive game, but to win on the road in double digits is really hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like even the games you guys are struggling in, you're still winning by 10+ points. I guess, is that a good sign that you can play a C game and still?
I think so, Chris. I mean, you know, I didn't think we played great in Hawaii either. I thought we did play pretty well in the second half tonight, though. I thought we kind of regrouped at halftime, and you know, we've been so good this year in the first half, and you know, tonight we like I said, we went through an 8-minute stretch, and you know, I made a conscious effort with about 16 minutes to go, you know, whether we were going to put a big in to rebound, and I thought when we got that little bit of a cushion, and that thing was bouncing back between 8 and 10. I felt like we wanted to just keep our shooters out there and we'd score enough points. You know, we were kind of exchanging 3s for 2s at one point, and they were scoring a ton of points in the paint. And, we were able to knock down some 3s that kind of separated it, and we played with 5 guys out without a true post guy, and I thought it helped us offensively.
Yeah, and you guys, I mean, this is kind of a different test because this is probably the first time you played with 2 true bigs on the other side. I guess, how do you feel like you responded to that test? And you guys, you're sticking with what you do. You're not.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I think that it looked like we didn't have size down low, but then at the other end, you know, we were doing what we needed to cause separation. So, you know, we are who we are, and you know, we have an identity and a style, and you know, if Kendall doesn't get in foul trouble, I think we can extend that maybe a little bit more than we even did, because he was really hot, and we missed him when he went out as much as anything. But they're a really great rebounding team, no question about it. And we've done a good job rebounding the ball. Tonight we didn't.
It doesn't seem like, talking with the guys, I mean, you guys are down at half for the first time. It doesn't seem like there was this huge fiery speech. It was just, we're not playing very well. This is what we need to do to play better.
Yeah, I think that it's just, you know, it's a you know, unlike years 1 and 2, you know, they know what they have to do. They play really hard, and shots weren't falling. And again, I thought we were not reacting to loose balls like we needed to tonight. And they were tapping balls out, even the rebounds they didn't get, they were tapping balls out. But I think it's a really good learning lesson for us. I mean, we'll be able to go back and watch some tape of this thing, and I mean, I've said it. I mean, I don't know how many teams have this many road wins and have played this many games. Forget even the wins, but how many people have played this many road games? And this was a game we had to win, and we knew it. I mean, I think that you know, we told the team that you know, this out of this 3-game stretch, I mean, this was a game that was a must-win for us.
So you guys are one of 13 remaining unbeaten teams. Your game starts probably the best since 1970, as you said earlier. Would you guys be surprised if the rankings came out and you guys were ranked? Or
you know, I mean, I don't think we can really control the rankings. I mean, we've handled business thus far. I think that our players, you know, have said that they would be, you know, something that they would like. You know, but still, having said that, I think we just got to worry about the next game in front of us, and I think that our guys will do that. I mean, they've handled a business approach every game, and look, Texas Tech is really, really good. They're a great team, and to play on their floor is going to be a huge, not a little challenge, a huge challenge. You know, probably be the first time that you know, probably play a team that'll be, you know, on their home floor, that people will look at them as probably being, you know, a favorite, and we'll probably be, more in the underdog type role than we have been in all season.
Do you think your team looks forward to that?
We've just been so focused on Irvine that, we'll find out tomorrow when we start talking about Tech, and we don't have much time. I mean, with the 2 travel days tomorrow and then Monday, we're not going to have much time to prepare, which is, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and that's what's next on the schedule, so we'll do the best we can.
Was looking a little tired and then having to face that travel concern you about how the team could come out in that game? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to really back off what we do on the floor between now and the Tech game, for sure. I'll have to try to help myself to chill out and and understand that the guys are playing a lot of minutes and they're going to have to, they're going to have to get their legs back under them.
What's the thing that pleased you most in this game?
In this one?
Yeah.
Just the resolve and, them thinking they were going to win. Might have hurt us in the first half, but I think as the game progressed, our huddles are just so good, not coach-led, but player-led, and it's really cool how they can get on one another and talk about different defensive schemes, and let's trap this guy and let's not trap that guy, and hey, we got to box out better so-and-so, and so I think that it's a confident group, but one that respects the game and respects our opponent, and we understand what the challenge is Tuesday.
How much have you looked at Texas Tech, and what are their strengths that you've
I've just been spending – these games have just come one after another, Chris, that I haven't really had an opportunity to – today I was still on the way over here, still watching Irvine to try to get as good a feel for them. And when you play 3 games in a week and stuff, it's kind of like an NBA schedule, and it's hard to prepare for sure.
Kendall did have a big impact in this game. I know he had the foul trouble early, but then he comes out three-pointers before the first media timeout of the second half. How important was that just to get the team back in front and play from ahead?
It's interesting because he struggled a couple games ago, and I got a text from Caleb, and he said, hey, let's run some stuff early for Kendall to get him going. And that's the type of teammates we have, because Caleb's a big-time scorer, and here he is texting me to try to, he said, hey, do you have any new plays we can add to try to get Kendall kick-started that the opponent hasn't seen yet? And we added a couple the last home game, and I thought it helped Kendall. And then I thought he just kind of carried over that performance tonight.
I think Jordan was 24 and 14. I mean, obviously he was down in size in this game, but it seemed like, he was able to be pretty productive.
Yeah, great energy. I mean, Jordan was, without him rebounding the ball tonight, we lose by 10. So his rebounding was, he's a great offensive rebounder, and tonight he did a pretty good job defensive rebounding, which was what we needed.
Is the Texas Tech TCU swing something that you circled before the season? Is that something that you were worried about when you were scheduling it as well? Because I know you had that TCU game on pretty early.
Yeah, I just think we got so far behind in our scheduling, and we didn't have. This wasn't planned 2 and 3 years out, and we dropped the ball last year scheduling wise. And I think we've done a great job. Ruta did an unbelievable job late time frame putting this whole thing together. And the thing is, like when you play a team like St. Mary's last year, who's a really good team and a top 20 team, and you play a team like Texas Tech, who's right there in the top 25, and you're playing TCU, you're playing against great teams. And so it challenges your team, and you just go play them, and you're playing one of the best teams in the country on the road in their building. So
you probably learn a lot about your team.
I think we learn a ton. I think it's a great challenge. Again, this was a game we had to win. We could not afford to lose this game tonight. And to say that 8 games in, we all feel it, And but we've done a great job in an 8-game segment. We got 2 games coming up, and then we get a little bit of break for finals, and then we have to regroup after that to try to finish the non-conference strong.